Presense Homebrew coming at ya. I gotta get today's cracked quick because it's hot. I'm gonna show you what it is. It is the Knot IPA from Four Peaks Brewing. This one was sent to me from Kirk Sexton, but the temperatures are high, and so I'm not gonna waste a lot of time on this review today. We're gonna get right at it. This is an American IPA. It boasts 6.7% and 47 IBUs. They use 7 different hops in it. They don't tell what they are. And they also use a hop back in production. It pours pretty light actually in color, very amber orangish color, but on the light side. And there's a little haze in my glass, but it's a pretty clear beer with pretty moderate carbonation coming up on it. Kind of a almost one finger head. It's kind of small, kind of pillowy, and let's get a nose on it. Oh, it's got kind of a typical, West Coast IPA type smell. I actually got some orange off that, some citrus. I think even got some tropical on that. Yeah, just a hint of it, but more of it is the citrus and the orange type aromas, a little bit of grapefruit on there as well. Just the slightest hint of some like resin on there. You can tell though it's got a decent malt backbone on it, so I get a little bit of sweet malt off of that as well. Yeah, just a kind of a well-rounded, real basic aroma on it. So let's get a taste on this one. Not nearly the hop presence that I would hope for. Again, it's only 47 IBUs, so as much as they talk about in their descriptions about how much they've just jam-packed hops on this, and 7 hops, 47 is pretty low IBU-wise, let's face it. And that's pretty much how it comes off. You get a lot of sweet malt character on it, with a little hint, like a hint of like a caramel type flavor. But honestly, it tastes like it's like primarily a 2-row, and maybe just a splash of a few things in there to give it a little bit more character as far as the malts go. The hop character is really mild, not impressive in terms of an IPA in that sense. Very easy drinking beer though. Just a little bit of a sweet orange on it. Maybe a hint of some lemon. I'm not really getting the grapefruit off of this. I mean, the hop character is definitely there. So, and there's some bitterness, very light. So it definitely is an IPA. This might even, in the UK, could be considered a very hoppy beer, but really compared to things that I get out here and for a West Coast type IPA, I mean, it's not super hoppy, but it's very pleasant. It's a really easy drinking beer in that sense, and so I like it in that regard. I'm going to sip on this a little bit more, and then we're going to get some numbers. I pulled it out of the fridge, came out here, and started drinking it within 3 minutes tops of when I pulled it out of the fridge. And but it is a very warm day. The car at one point registered was bouncing between 100 and 101. I think that's because I was near a small airport, but by the house was saying 95, and that was an hour ago, maybe less. But so I know as they warm up, beers warm up, they change. But I drank this pretty quick, and so I'm pretty confident in the taste that I'm getting off this. It's not knocking my socks off by any means, but it's a good solid B beer for sure. Very pleasant, really easy to consume. It is a little deceiving at 6.7%. It drinks more like it's about 5.5%. But still, you could probably, I would think you could throw a few of these back without any problem. So decent beer. All right, so American IPA. I'm going to give it a B minus. I'm going to say it's an 83 for an American IPA. I mean, American IPAs I expect to be, a little bit more in my face than this. At 47 IBUs, that's pretty low. So for my overall, I'm going to take it up a notch. It's a nice, easy drinking beer, and sometimes it's nice to have an easy drinking, IPA, and in that sense, it has some nice balance. I mean, I'd like to see more hop character for sure, honestly, but I think overall I'm going to give it, just a few notches up. I'm going to give it an 85, just a nice solid down the line B. It's a real easy drinking beer. And yeah, I mean, if you want one that you can pop a few back, I mean, it's 6.7%, so a little deceiving there, but you could have a few without any problem. So nice little beer. And that's again, that's the Hop Notch from Four Peaks Brewing out of Tempe, Arizona. What can I say? Life's too short to drink cheap beer. And sometimes friends send you beer. Thank you much again, Kirk. And I'll see you on the next beer review. Cheers.